Hi, Bob here. I'm going to show you how to complete the ETO and LAX Northeast Shakeout exercise. This is a joint exercise between EmComm Training .org, ETO, and LAX Northeast, the ARES of Los Angeles Northeast. If you're a regular ETO participant, this is what our instructions normally look like. They're not published yet. But one thing that they do try to make clear is that the primary and authoritative exercise instructions are located on the LAX Northeast website. So let's go there. So LAX Northeast, go under the Exercises tab and look for Shakeout. Here we are at Shakeout 2026. You can see that I'm looking at this a few days in the future. An introduction of what it's all about. The Shakeout exercise happens every third Thursday in October. This year that's going to be October 15th at 10:15, the month and day of the year. So pretty easy to remember. You're encouraged to register for yourself or your local team at shakeout.org. We have some instructions on what we'd like you to do, but to summarize the exercise in brief, we're going to ask you to send in a Winlink USGS Did You Feel It DYFI message to the USGS, as well as to 3 CCs, to Shakeout, to ETO-drill, and to WLnet-OE. We're going to ask that you complete a preparedness survey. This is for everybody to see what's in everyone else's go bag. It's going to be anonymous. Don't worry about it. We just want to see what everyone else is doing. We prepared some background material for you on preparedness, and we're going to ask you to send in a quiz showing how well you've mastered that material. And I'll show you how we go about doing that. First things first, I want everybody to copy these Winlink tactical addresses and put them into your Winlink Express as first a group and then a contact to that group address. So we'll go to Settings, Group Addresses. Let's go ahead and add a group, Shakeout group. Let's paste this in and save and close, and let's go and add a Shakeout group. I'm sorry, a Shakeout contact. One Shakeout, and we're going to make that go to the Shakeout. I put a 1 prefix in front to make things show up at the top of the list. And I really encourage folks to use contacts and group addresses. It's so easy to make a mistake when addressing a message if you try to type things in by hand. So here's your chance to get things done consistently. Anyway, since it's before the event, rather than on October 15th at or around 10:15, let's go ahead and do the survey and the preparedness quiz first. So we'll go ahead and click on the link to download the form, or bring up the form actually. So it's fairly simple to do. Just type in your call sign. I'll share it with everybody. And there's this great feature. Click on this and we'll look you up. Put in your address. Everything is great. So Section 1 is just basic supplies per FEMA recommendations, and go ahead and see what's really in your go bag. Be honest here, folks. I don't carry around water in my go bag. I keep that at home. Certainly don't have a cell phone battery. Yeah, I got flashlight, whistle, first aid, dust mask, moist towelettes. I'm not going to carry a wrench with me. I've got maps with me. Any additional items? I do have spare glasses. I don't have a baby. I'm not carrying around my pet food. I really don't have documents. I do have my knife fog. I will check and decide whether I bring along a sleeping bag or not, but I don't normally carry it with me. I do have change of clothes that I can take out. I'm not going to carry on a fire extinguisher, and so forth. I don't really need to check the scores, but what I am going to do is I'm going to download this CSV, and there are instructions. So let's go ahead and try to follow the instructions. Open up Winlink, say new message. Here's the address. That's going to be one of our contacts. Let's go ahead and copy the subject and paste it in. So come over here to Winlink Express. Use a little new message icon. We can go ahead and say we want this to go to Shakeout. We can paste in the subject, and we can attach our, oops, let's not go there. Downloads, preparedness survey. And we're finished. And we can post this to the outbox. And let's check the outbox. We have Shakeout ETO drill. That's expanded. We have one attachment. We can open that up. Look at that attachment if we want to, but oh, sure, let's go ahead and look. Beautiful attachment. Great. Close that. Close that. Post it back to the outbox. So let's go back to the instructions and do step 2. So let's read the preparedness guide. People, not kits. Magnitude versus intensity, they're not the same thing. We want you to read this stuff. 7 tips. Drop, cover, and hold. Supplies. You can read better than I can. Let's come back and answer the quiz. Again, a great feature, makes it so easy to complete. Okay, let's try to answer this. I'm going to go quickly because it's not important what I answer. But we want you to do this. We want you to learn. So you don't really have to say, I mean, don't look at what I'm doing, but do what you got to do per person, per pet, per day. And you're indoors. What do you not do? Blah, 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 blah. What does DYFI really do? Let's see how I did. Only got 11 out of 12. Now I have a choice. I could go back and correct it, or I could just send my results on to folks. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy the subject, download that CSV, come back, whoops, to Winlink Express, start a new message, paste in that subject, attach that quiz answer, and address it to the Shakeout folks. Post it to the outbox. I've got 2 messages now in the outbox. Let's come back to those instructions. And whoops, let me go back. We do have more detailed instructions on how to complete the "Did you feel it?" message there. So I'll let you take the time to read this. But we want you to say that's an exercise. The exercise ID is Shakeout. I'm lazy, I'll copy that. Yes, we want you to feel it. Even if you didn't feel it, this is an exercise. We're pretending that you're feeling it. And we want you to give some information. And one of these is about ETO, so I'll just copy that because I'm really, really lazy and this is getting really, really long. And come back over here to message, select template. It's under standard templates, USGS. I'll take the English version. Shake out. Did I feel it? Yes. And we want the time to be as close as possible to October 15th at 10:15. So 10, 15, 2026. And I'll say it took me a couple of minutes to check and make sure that my family was okay and power supply was good, so 10:17. USGS wants your street address so that they can have higher confidence in everything that you're doing. Latitude and longitude are coming from my GPS dongle. Okay, what was my situation? I was inside on the second floor and it's only 2 stories. No, I'm not asleep. Everyone most people felt it. We want you to describe a magnitude 5 earthquake, so let's just give it some reaction. Let's make it excitement. How did I respond? Dropped and covered. Drop, cover, and hold. The one lesson we want you to learn. Take care of yourself. Yeah, a little bit difficult. Swinging. Slight noise. A few things toppled over. Yes. No. Yes. Yeah. Heavy appliances didn't move too much. And a little crack. And a little crack. And paste in these comments. I'm not going to fill that out. Submit that magnitude 7, that's bigger than 5, so I'm good to go. This is being addressed to the USGS. Now let's go ahead and add those required CCs. Shakeout. Post it to the outbox. I've got 3 messages in the outbox. I'm ready to go. That's all I've got for you folks. Again, take the time to set up those contacts. That's going to make completing the exercise really simple. Take the time to read through the preparedness guide. We really want you to learn something. Take the time to go ahead and complete that preparedness survey. It's going to be so interesting to see what folks really and truly have in their go bags versus what they should have. And as you can see, I'm not the perfect example. And take the time to go ahead and answer that shakeout quiz. Again, you can reiterate it on it until you get a perfect score. You can send it as is. Either version is fine. Send it in via any session type you want. Telnet, radio, whatever. I think that's all. I think you have enough to get started and have a great time on the exercise. Have fun, stay safe. Shakeout at October 15th, 10:15. Drop, cover, and hold. And I'm going to stop right here.